Everyone, Fluffy here, back with an overdue mukbang. What I have for you today, and excuse this hair, I just washed it, so now y'all can see just how thin it really is. See, Mona, how thin it is? Anyway, what I have for you today is a lox bagel made the German way. Went to Aldi Sunday, but went to Aldi Sunday and Target, but didn't pick up enough to actually do a haul. I don't know, how much is not enough for y'all. Just let me know. But this is what we bought. It is cold smoked salmon, but it's like lox. Because I know there's smoked salmon that comes in a really big fillet and stuff, but this is the cured kind, the real salty kind. And it's what you put with lox and cream cheese on a bagel. But doing it the German way, there is absolutely no cream cheese to it. So I have all the ingredients, and I'll make the sandwich in front of you to show you. This is actually enough. Probably I could have made two, but my eating is kind of funky. My daughter is not home. She is out with my mother. My mother had a doctor's appointment, so she went with my mom, so I'm sure they'll be eating out somewhere. So I thought, ooh, I had bought this specifically to do this on the air. So, yeah, let's get started. And I have these thingies, and they look kind of gross because I put a lot of black pepper on them, and it's taken me a while. I sliced it up. I should have sliced it up last minute. But god dang it, I didn't, so there it is. It looked kind of dark in the close-up. Oh, speaking of close-ups, I did a close-up, which you probably already have seen, but I'll put it in right here. Right, even though it's a sandwich, it looks good, right? Oh, I love lox. I've never had this brand. It's the brand that my mom buys all the time. And if you hear crunching, one of the dogs. The house is already a mess, y'all. We're planning on cleaning it today and tomorrow. It's messy, not filthy, but my daughter felt really bad because she the only toy they had left, because Big Dog keeps dragging him outside, is a raccoon, a stuffed raccoon, and one of the dogs had the body, and poor little man just had the tail running around. So she ran to Walmart and came back with a whole slew of toys, so that added to the mess in the house. So normally this sandwich, it was first introduced to me in Germany. My father was in the military, and that's how we ended up in the town that we are. And my mother's German, and so we would go with my aunt, her sister, in German they call it the Schwimmbad, and it's a swimming bath, and the outdoor pool, and it's really unlike an American pool. It's like you sit out on the lawn. It's not concrete around the pool, and then you sit on the chairs like around the pool. This is a public pool, and it's nothing but grassy area, and the pool itself is surrounded by a water moat. And so in order to get into the swimming pool, you have to step into the water moat. So it cleans off your feet before you actually get in the main pool. And so at the place, there is, let me get the butter on the thingy. The first thing you want to do, and this is normally not on a bagel, it's on a German roll called a Brötchen. And if you look at how it's spelled, a lot of people call it a Brötchen, but it's a Brötchen. And it's almost like the Mexican bolillo rolls. It almost looks like a sub roll. They're really fat. To me, they always had the shape of a big, fat, sweet potato. And so that's what you would use instead of a bagel. I'm sure they had the lox bagels there, but we always ate these sandwiches there. They're salty, so you're replenishing your salt, being out in the sun. I just remember just loving these. And so then my mother started to make them at home. And lox is not cheap. This small, how many ounces? Even at Aldi, 3 ounces was like $5 or $6. So needless to say, I don't have it that often either. And my daughter won't eat it. So that's why I knew I could make it and not save her some. So this was always on the boichin, which is the soft roll. Crunchy on the outside, nice and soft on the inside. Like I said, hoagie roll, Mexican bolillo roll. So, butter both sides. I know, butter on a sandwich, you know, hello, it's supposed to be mayonnaise, but my mother on German bread, and I guess if I had German bread, I would have made it too. I was obsessed with also, got the wife hooked on them, is a tomato sandwich. It is on the dense German rye bread, and all it is butter, slices of fresh tomato and onion, salt and pepper, and that's it. And that's a really wonderful sandwich. I lightly toasted this. So I didn't want it real heavy because I'm thinking about the roll. So then you would put pickles. Woo! There's a pickle, y'all. Ooh, then there's some left over for me to have to eat on the side. Look at that. I didn't do that on purpose at all. And then you put slices of onion. Put down slices of onion. Now, we'd normally do on the top roll, you know, it's, to me in my brain, this is an upside down sandwich. You know, some people are like, hello, Fluffy, it's all the ingredients on a bread. It all ends up at the same, but it's, you know, it's your brain. Just like I'm sure people, like when they get dressed in the day, get dressed, they get dressed in the same way. If you, the type of people that always put your socks on, you know, if you put your socks on first, you're always going to put your socks on first. It's just the way it is. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. One of y'all are going to tell me I'm wrong, just to tell me I'm wrong. My hands are giving me a hard time today, y'all. Oh, I can smell that lox, and the dogs are going to hound me because I know they're going to smell it. Let's see how thin it is. Let's see. I'm going to cut it. What do you think? Should I cut it? Where it's not hanging off the sandwich and smacking me in the arm. Oh, y'all see, yep, here comes little man. I just saw him. And I can't give them this, y'all. It's just, I love my dogs, but it's like super expensive. And so, those of y'all that love my dogs, I love my dogs too. You know, I'm gonna, you know what, it's enough for 2 bagels, but I'm only gonna have 1, so I am just going to pile on this lox. Remember how I did my BLTL? What the hell? Let's do a buttload of bacon. Well, let's do a buttload of lox. Look at that, y'all. Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, I know, y'all. I know. It's some very stout fish. I know, and I'm sorry. But it's all going on my sandwich. I have some pepperonis. I should have brought them here, but I'm not getting up again, so you dogs are just going to have to be mad at me. Okay, let me give you a close-up of what that looks like, the lox looks like outside. Let me get you this shot because there's onions and stuff on it. Look at that, y'all. It shows really light in the camera right now, but I'm just hoping that it's going to translate on how pink it really is. Okay. Maybe kind of drape it over here because there's like that big hunk of onion, huh? Make sure I got enough lox on that side. And then, help me, you Fluff. Ooh. Well, this is a kitchen towel underneath here, so that's gonna have to be my. It's gonna have to be my hand thing. Okay, this I can move. See, I have that rectangular. No, see, I don't like that, y'all. It's like, just get on with the eating, Fluff. Okay. And then I have water. got unlazy and put lemons in the water so that I can cut the oiliness of the salmon. The salmon is oily. It is a good oil. It's omega-3. I'm not a nutritionist, but I know that omega-3 is good for you. That's the last time I got to touch my hair because I'm fixing to get fishy. Let's dig in, y'all. Right, for chewing purposes, I'm going to squish it a little bit. Ooh, see, onion overboard. Okay, here we go. Ready? Bye, lipstick. Oh my God, no wonder why my mother buys this brand all the time. Just one more. You know how I feel about biting into a hamburger or sandwich, but this is first bite. Let me get on with these avocados. I didn't put any lime juice on them, so they're getting dark. Did y'all see Martin's taste test of those Lay's potato chips? I guess those are the final 3 flavors. Martin, I don't think you watch my videos too much anymore, and that's okay because I know you've been through some things and trying to, you know, get your Etsy shop and stuff together. But if you're watching this, when I was watching your video, that's when my daughter ran to Walmart to pick up the dog's toys because she had guilt. How about she came back, so she had no idea because she don't watch mukbangs or anybody. She came back with those same 3 bags, but they were this individual person's bags. And she's like, oh my God, I started laughing. She goes, maybe you could do a taste test with your viewers. Because like I said, she always tries to come up with some ideas. I can't. And she's like, why? I'm like, because you know how I feel about copycats. Because I've got someone blatantly copycatting me. They watch my videos, so they know I've commented on it, and they're still not changing their ways. And I'm not about to be a hypocrite and do that to Martin. She said she understood, and I said, in a little bit, I'll text him and let him know what's going on and ask him if it's okay that I do it. I said, if so, then I'll do one. In the meantime, she goes, Mom, I'm going to open these and just take one. Y'all, that was early in the evening. It was kind of early because we spent all night and we ate all 3 bags before I could text him. So between that evening and like the next day, we ate all 3 bags. So my brisket video's on. Yeah. Oh. That's or fluffy for. That's one badass sandwich. Bad in a good way. My rant video was well received, and I thank you for that. I had originally titled it what it's titled, and then I was saying, how dare you? And I tagged, the tags that I used was pissed, how dare you, rant, and automatically within 10 views, the monetization got shut down. Well, at least now, every time I do they asked me to do a survey, I put on there that when they zap a video, they need to be more specific about why they're zapping it instead of a broad general term. Now, I don't know if it was, I'm sure it wasn't just because I said it, but I'm sure quite a few people have said it. Now they kind of give a more detail about why they zapped it. It was, they might find it offensive, controversial, foul language, And something else. Well, I said sure shit on there. And, by the way, you new mukbangers, if you didn't know, if you curse a lot on your videos, they will reduce your rate of ad money. If it's bad enough, they won't pay you for that video. But they will zap some of the money, they'll lower it. Just if you know. But, so anyway, it said that, as a given example, and that said that I could fight it because they admitted it's an automated thing. I guess they pick random words and stuff. And I guess I didn't like that, how dare you part of it. So, to block the monetization, which I'm thinking to myself, that's okay, it's totally worth it. I mean, I did ask for a review, but I thought if they don't, this video is totally worth it. It needed to be said, yada, yada, yada. But then it said that, unfortunately, with the volume or something, that they won't even think about reviewing it until it gets 1,000 views. Oh, great. You know, this is meant for the warriors. But already, when I hit like 300, it already took put the monetization back on. When I took off pissed and stuff off the tags, and I changed my title a little bit, but it still was zapped. And, but for some reason, they went ahead and put the monetization back on. But even if they hadn't, it was worth it. It needed to be said, and I appreciate everybody's support on that video. I don't even know where little man is. Oh, he's trying to eat dry dog food. Yeah, go eat the salmon with salmon flavor this time. Yeah, so I've never tried lox. The lox, this part, and to me, salmon has a very fishy taste to me. Even more so than tuna, I think. So if you're a person that doesn't like fishy fish, don't try this. It will turn you off. But I like fishy fish. If you like salmon, not regular salmon, you will like the smoked lox. I love it. Lox and cream cheese, I'll eat it, but I'm not a fan. You know what I mean? I'm not a real big fan. Now I'm paranoid about the thinness of my hair, y'all. Don't touch your hair, Fluffy. You're gonna have cats chasing you if you go outside. Oh, that's a piece of onion peeking out from the hole of the bagel. Oh, little man. The man, shortest one in the house for Sheba. My nephew, the one that made the brisket, that one time that I ate, the first time I ate brisket, he has a friend that does woodworking, and they were selling dog feeders, water and food bowl, and it's just this little box with legs, and it brings the food up to make it easier for Sheba. This big dog shouldn't, you know, it's not, allegedly it's not good for dogs to do that. I don't know. But we got it one to make it easier. And then Molly has her two little bowls, For her, little man will stretch his little body like almost on his tippy toes, and he'll only drink out of the big dog's water bottle. I'm telling you, I think he thinks he's as big as Big Dog. And that's what he was looking at, moving the metal bowl in the wooden. Tonight, I think for supper we're gonna make kimchi jjigae, the kimchi soup. I've already made it in front of y'all. You've seen me eat it a dozen times, so for now, I'm not saying that I'm never gonna eat in front of you again. For now, I don't think I'll record that one. Dang, I'm getting full just on this bagel, and I'm looking over at the brisket going, oh, that was a good meal. Oh, with my crap on the front. Yeah. Oh, I think it's deodorant. Toothpaste, I think is what it is. Starting the video with a smudge. How many of you warriors take Lyrica? When I went to see my rheumatologist, he didn't believe in narcotics for fibro patients. Not in the beginning, because he said that once you progress and you're already on narcotics, there's nowhere to go. But I had already had Norco from my primary for my back. And I said to y'all, I had 2 cracks and a fracture. It's the other way around. I have 2 fractures, which is called bilateral pars. And then I have a crack higher, higher, and it's called a something fissure. And when I asked my doctor, what does that mean? He said, it's basically a crack in your back. Well, I just wanted to correct that. But he said, Lyrica, a lot of patients use it. He said, where you're on the gabapentin, the Neurontin. He said that Lyrica is Neurontin. It's just a purer form of the Neurontin. So they're basically the same thing. Neurontin helps some. Right. When I was on it, I really didn't realize how much it was helping until I forgot to take it. But I'm a doctor, and I'm not advocating that you veer away from what your doctor wants you to do. So please, 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 don't think that. But me and a friend of mine who has fibro, we're talking about it, and I didn't know if y'all knew that those are seizure medications. And yet when you watch the Lyrica commercials, it's the cure-all and the best thing for fibro. And I hate those commercials because of that. I wish my daughter was here because she could tell me again what the proper term is. Off-label market something. The company, the pharmaceutical company that manufactures those gets fined millions and millions of dollars for marketing those two medications to fix something that it wasn't originally made for. In other words, it was made for seizures, but they promote it as being for fibromyalgia. I guess they realize that it helps people that have chronic pain. And so you can imagine how much they're making off of us. Well, not me because I don't take it. That they're willing to be fined millions and millions of dollars for advertising it for other than seizure. So, please don't think, those of you that are newly on it, I mean, if your doctor insists on putting you on it, you know, you always have the choice to say no. Try it. But because somebody made a comment on my last video about Lyrica kind of being a cure, and it's not. It's helping manage chronic pain. And for me, of course, I don't like taking medications anyway. Side effects are scary enough that I just really, I personally would rather not. I've said it before, with her permission, so I hope it doesn't come to bite me in the ass in a little while. Either she or somebody's keeping tabs on me, but of the Neurontin, the gabapentin, she was on maximum dose for years, and they had her on a chart. Is what they normally do is they have you start at the lowest levels and they increase you like every week or something. It's like a timetable, it's a schedule, and when you reach a dose that works for you, excuse me, then you stop, and that's your managing dose. That's how it's supposed to be done, and that's what the pain doctor did for her. So they did it the right way. She got where she was on maximum dose, the most they will allow you to take, for years. She began to get a lot of the side effects of it. One of the most prevalent that I noticed was the tremors in bed. She would shake in bed. You know, people jerk at night, you know, when they sleep. She would jerk so hard, I thought she would jerk herself and fly right off the bed. So she talked to the doctor about getting off of it and stuff, and of course they encouraged her not to, but she did. She reversed the dose slowly, because it said that coming off the dose too quick could cause problems. But I'm thinking it's seizure patients, because that's what the medication was designed for. So within a couple of weeks, the tremors were practically gone. But I just wanted to clear that up. Lyrica commercial, to me, let me know your opinion, trivializes fibro symptoms. Because y'all know, of course I discussed it, so I'm not going to really get into it too far, but this is a fibro channel. There's 200 plus symptoms. You know, I mean, the pain is the worst. I mean, that's the main thing. But there's so many other things. You know, the migraines, which, thank God I don't have those too often. It's not a symptom that I have regularly. Bring it in the ears. My ears ring all the time. All the time. I never have a quiet moment in my head. Nausea, chest pressure, you know, just... Sarah Jane's Journey did a video, I think last year, discussing not all 200 symptoms, because that would be one hell of a long video, but she touched base with quite a few symptoms, and I think that we're overdue another video like that. So if I can get it together, Sarah, I hope you don't mind. I don't think you'll mind that I do a similar video, because it's been quite a while since you did yours. So if there's a problem with that, please, email me at fluffyhatesfibro@gmail and see. As I know you want to do a similar video that I did in my rant. Go for it, honey, go. Our viewers are very similar. We share a lot of the same viewers, but you way over what I have, so you could probably reach a lot of people yourself, so go for it. Yes, right in front of you, I just drank pickle juice, and so what? My pickles, my juice, and do what I want. Do it if I want to! And I can't see how many minutes. Oh, 30 minutes. Wow, it took me 30 minutes to eat a bagel? Well, yeah, Fluffy, because you talk a lot. Yes, I do. Sorry. Ooh, now I'm making the Galbi ribs. Anyway, I know I didn't give y'all none. And I feel sort of guilty, but not really a lot guilty. Come here, Molly. Come on, they want to see some kind of a cute doggy. Come here, baby. Yeah. Y'all see her? There she is. Take a Molly to Molly. I have salmon breath, don't I? You can't have none. It's too expensive. It's too expensive. Yeah, you're too expensive. It's too expensive, Molly. She's fast. Yes. What, you don't know the mama's gone, didn't she? She went with the great grandma to a doctor's appointments. Yes. Okay. Enough of that. This isn't the dog show. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. I don't know when I'll do another one. Hopefully really, really soon. Now look at my hair. It's just like caca duty. Now I have salmon hair. Dogs will jump up and start licking my hair. Not going anywhere today. Anyway, God bless y'all. Positive vibes out to each and every one of you. Remember to always be kind. I thank you all so much for your support. I'm so close to 1,000, y'all. Let's get me to 1K. I'm just so tickled pink that, that many people want to hear what I have to say, or my food, and just share my life. That makes me so happy. I hear a lot that I help y'all, but you know what? You help me too. You keep me moving, try to be creative. I don't always eat healthy. I know that I don't. I try. I think this was pretty healthy. What do you think? Bagel was processed, but the salmon, it's Norwegian salmon. Ooh. Yeah. No, the salmon was raised in Norway. So, anyway, thank y'all for watching, and I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye.